Well, hello and welcome people of the internet to Slime Attack Survivor, a new bullet heaven that just dropped on Steam. We're playing the demo today, and if you want to check out the demo for yourself, link will be down below in the description as always. And just a reminder, if you guys do like the content, would you kindly remember to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more roguelite action. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into Slime Attack Survivor. Looks like we have some quests. Let's take a look at these first. Let's see, hero. Okay, so this is how we earn other heroes. Unlocks upon reaching 50% speed, taking 4,000 damage, unlocks upon surviving wave 10 with less than 200 health, unlocks upon surviving 4 waves without taking any damage throughout a run. Okay, and then we have a bunch of items to unlock here. Cool, we like to see that. Quest reward. Oh, this is the preview. Okay, I was thinking like maybe it's a button and I could see what it play out, you know, but all right. So let's go ahead and play and see what we got for options. Well, we just got the one hero right now. We have Alex, the Undaunted. So additional damage, armor, and speed. What else we got? Okay, so we're going to be able to choose any weapon that we want to start. Interesting that he... Okay, so interesting that he starts with a bow, but his icon has an axe. Although there's the battle axe, we just unlocks upon reaching wave 2. Okay, so we'll get to start. Interesting that that's not the starting weapon. As far as stats, we have damage. So obviously we scale off of range damage, and 1600. Maybe that's crit. Maybe, who knows? We have cooldown, weapon range, projectiles, piercing, lifesteal, fire, and air. Cool. Choose a boss. I mean, come on now. And then choose a map. We will pick the leaf map. Elderwood Glade. Survive 20 waves to win. A boss appears at wave 20. All right, well, I think we can do that. What do we hit to play? Do we hit the... Oh, we hit the button that says start. That makes sense. All right, we got a bunch of tutorials here. Let's check this out. So the Pirate Slime steals your uncollected coins, gains 20% interest each wave. Killing him will drop the coins. Gains 20% interest each wave. So does that mean if he holds on to the coin, that's okay. So I'm assuming that means that he holds on to the coins, and then if you wait around, he basically increases the amount. We have auto attack turned on. Let's see. Rush ahead in your current direction. Health. Ooh. I don't know that I like that. It costs health to dash. Interesting choice. Sprint. This is a new one. Boost your speed while sprinting. Disables weapons. Doubles your pickup range. Okay, that's interesting. That's different. And then we have auto aim turned on. So yeah, okay. I don't know how. Well, we unlocked something. I don't know how I feel about the dash costing you health. That is interesting. That's an interesting decision to say the least. But then we can sprint. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Did we just level or did the wave end? Wave 2 results. Aren't we on wave 1? Interesting. Okay, 1 stat point. So do armor, damage, lifesteal, or area size? Let's go for damage. And all right, it looks like we got a bit of a potato-like, at least to start off. Different abilities. Thunder Halo. This is a projectile spell. Looks like it does scale off range. Projectile damage. Okay, that's what that was. Oh, and this is lifesteal. Interesting, because that was on the weapon as well, right? 1600% lifesteal. So if we get lifesteal, we're going to do a lot of extra damage. Okay. So let's go for, I think moves. This is move speed, right? It is. So we can go ahead and not buy this. we can lock it in though. And then I suppose damage and dodge. That seems fine. Let's take that. Let's keep going. Oh, that was, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Quest, hunt the pirate slime. Was that the pirate slime? Didn't look like a pirate slime. Where be the pirate slime? Oh, there he is. Get him. Get him dead. What is that? Is that a power-up? Let's take it. I would definitely say that that was a power-up. Yeah, this number... Okay. Is this number just off? I think this number just has like a +1 tied to it. Crit chance. Oh, lifesteal. Let's go. All right. Oh, we can upgrade our bow. Okay, let's go ahead and lock that in. Let's take the Thunder Halo. Okay, here are our ability slots. Of course, we're just shy of getting that. Projectile damage. We like that. Let's go for wave 3. God, these graphics have such a Adventure Quest slash Dragon Fable vibe to them. You guys ever played those? I always forget which one I actually played. I know that I've played one more than the other, but every time I look them up, I'm like, oh no, it's definitely the other one. And then I look at the other one, it's like, oh no, it's definitely the other one. All right. For some reason, I'm kind of wanting like a wave 2 completed screen before this one pops up. For some reason, it keeps confusing me. I don't know why. Plus 40. Okay, so we have 230 health points. I was like, that's a lot of health points. Regardless, having more health is pretty good. So if we level this up, okay, so we just hover over this and we can see the increase. So obviously more damage, lower cooldown. A little tiny bit more lifesteal. So we'll take that. What's our crit chance? Nothing. Okay. So I'm assuming, yeah, okay, so we can only have one weapon and 3 abilities. Cooldown reduction, bonus experience, that seems pretty good. Oh, okay, so they're, okay, oh, interesting. Okay, so it is definitely a Brotato-like. Oh, and you can, okay, so your health doesn't regen apparently. Definitely a Brotato-like, but we're doing things slightly differently here. So we are doing a little bit more of the RPG thing where we have gear. So I'm assuming that we're going to have to, you know, it's not like we can buy multiple pairs of boots. We can either upgrade these or get new pairs. We can't get more passives though. Yeah, see, like we can replace our gloves. Okay, so that's a little bit different. So let's go ahead and re-roll. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that because I guarantee at some point I'm going to like click something and it's going to replace something that I actually wanted. So let's grab the extra experience. And let's also get the projectile damage. And we could just grab this helmet to have. Let's just grab it to have and we'll lock this in. I do appreciate that we have upgraded visual or updated visuals. So every time we swap our gear, we're going to see it represented. That's super nice. And a lot extra work because then you got to like actually draw, like put into, well, I guess it's probably the same icon they're using on the thumbnail. Or not on the thumbnail, but the item itself. What do you want here? I guess I just want dodge. I guess these other ones don't really matter. Okay, so let's upgrade our... Actually, let me look at... Let's see. So let's upgrade our boots. I don't know. Do I necessarily care about these? I don't know if I do yet. I'm going to hold off on that. Let's upgrade our Thunder Halo. Let's go ahead and re-roll. Still looking for more abilities. We have none of these, so those aren't that good. Let's go ahead and upgrade our Blood Bow. Never mind, we're 1 coin short. We'll lock it in. This has projectile damage. That has dodge. I'm taking this instead. And then these are what I have. So, interesting. So this is something that's a little bit different, right? In Brotato, or I should say in most Brotato-likes, a system like this, you would have some kind of like inventory slot. Like if, I guess it only works for weapons, right? Because that's kind of what we're doing here is upgrading these along the chain, is you would have slots that you could put into lower levels. What's going on with the graphic there? It's like there's a smaller circle on top of a larger graphic. But here it looks like I have to wait for an uncommon Ashen Greaves. Ooh, what do we got here? Something that scales off area damage. I don't think that's what I want to be doing. Oh, wait. This says that I can upgrade? Am I crazy? Did the... Wait, we can lock this. When this was on the screen before... Did it say upgrade? It says it's going from uncommon to uncommon. Okay, I want to see if that's just a bug or not. That's right. Give me my coins, you pirate prick. Let's go for, yeah, let's go for CD. So if I upgrade this, oh, maybe it's just going to give it a star? Ah, okay. So we figured it out. We figured it out. So a buffing spell. Buff 1 projectile damage for 1 wave. Lands 6 hits on enemies. Cooldown reduction. Grants a buff until the wave ends each time. Wait, so the buff is 1 projectile damage. But then it's a... Okay, so it must just have a +3 cooldown reduction on it. And it gives 1 damage? Yeah, I don't think I want that at all. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. We have another Thunder Halo. Guess we'll lock that in. I guess maybe I should be anticipating that the game doesn't have a ton of projectile spells yet. Maybe I have to unlock a bunch. I don't know. I mean, we're still surviving. You know, we're still not in a situation. Oh yeah, I got to remember that costs health. Not that that's like a super big deal right now. Like we're still good health wise. Ah, here's a projectile spell. Fires 3 projectiles. Let's go ahead and take it. We also have the Ashen Helmet, so let's lock that in. Thunder Hail is already locked. What the frick? Somebody's dropping something in my apartment. That was loud, too. Give me the coin. Give me the coin. So one thing I'm wondering, we got to select the boss we wanted to fight. I don't necessarily know if that was like an overall difficulty selector or just for the boss. Now I might eat my words here, but so far it hasn't really felt like difficulty has gone up at all. And I would almost assuredly assume that that's going to come back to bite me. Fire a projectile. All right. I mean, I'm going to take anything that has decent projectile scaling on it at this point. And all these enemies are like baby Digimon. All the ones that like after they go, not ultimate. What's after ultimate? Oh my god. Is it Mega? Is it Mega Evolution? It goes baby, rookie, champion, ultimate. It's gotta be Mega. No way it's not Mega. If it's not Mega, I hate it. Let's see. Yep, let's upgrade that. We're buying the sunny side. Extra damage. Nope, I like that better. The blood bow. Let's lock that in. Regeneration armor. Boom. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really watch a lot of Digimon. It was always on Kids WB, but like, you know, it was like I had some limited screen time, so it's like, am I really gonna skip watching Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh for Digimon? Heck no. And also like what was it called? Man, my brain does not want to work today. I was gonna say Beyblade. It's not Beyblade though. What was he? Metabee. What was the freaking show called? Something bots. Metabots. I watched a lot of Metabots. And, what are we taking here? Let's take damage. Ooh, we get another one? Lifesteal. And a lot of Mega Man. The one where they put the jack in and they had all the little upgrade cards. That was sweet. I used to always do that with my, like, I get like 2 pieces of cardboard, just be like, just pop it in there. All right, let's go for the Blood Bow. Let's go for the Thunder Halo. Let's re-roll this. Let's upgrade. Are we like ever going to get passives ever, or is this it? Like, is this all we're upgrading? Armor, crit chance. I mean, the crit chance is probably nice, but it's too expensive. So lock that in. Lock that in. Wow, what a great magnet. I will say, it is nice that the Brotato like finally puts in a magnet. Oh my, there's power-ups everywhere all of a sudden. Like, I get why you don't, because there's always some kind of, like, catch-up mechanic. Like, in this case, it's the pirate. Just don't really need it. Okay, let's go for more life steal. We'll keep kicking that up. +3 projectile damage, yes please. So let's upgrade our bow, upgrade this. We finally have a passive. Oh, yes. What do we have here? Try bullet? Oh, that's the thing we have. Okay. Okay, we finally have some crit chance. Nice. Let's get her done. Oh, we got the 50% speed boost, so we get a new character. Nice. I wasn't even going for that. So now I'm gonna start building up crit chance because we have lucky. Let's buy. Oh, I'm broke. God dang it. Okay, we'll take this. We'll lock in both of these. Yeah, so the upgrade system as it is, I think the upgrade system needs a heck of a lot more passives. Right now, the upgrade system is, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's quite boring. Because basically you get the piece of armor that you want, and then it's not about building anymore. It's just about re-rolling the shop until you find an upgrade. And up till this point, like, you know, we're still finding gear pieces, that I don't want to replace the pieces I already have with. We've only seen, I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that we've literally only seen that one passive. Like here, more shoulder, spell upgrade, arm, like it's all just upgrades. I mean, this is pretty good. The cooldown reduction, just for more damage over the bonus XP. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take that and just keep everything in here and just keep upgrading. But I mean, well, let me buy all this first so that way we can refresh the shop, and then we'll take a look at what's going on here. But ultimately, there's the only building that happened was in the first like 3 or 4 rounds. Once we found out the gear that had projectile damage, it was just like, all right, we just stick with this and we level it up. Because unless you find a good piece of gear that's like a higher rarity than what you already have, there's no real sense in changing. Okay, well, I'm actually gonna grab some armor for a little bit of damage reduction. So we just upgrade everything except for that. We'll lock it in. So let's re-roll here. So yeah, again, we have a level up here, which we'll lock in. Oh, that's the one we already locked in. Right. So, yeah, like we have another arm here to replace, which we could do now that we're doing a little bit more crit. Where's our damage? Oh, right, 54%. Like, this is just bad. And then we have another spell, but we're already full. Well, so we have a quest here. Unfortunately, it's going to be here for the entire time because it's not completable by so many metrics. So many in this case being 2. Okay, let's go ahead. I think I'm just going to keep... Oh, let's grab the 12 armor. So we'll upgrade this. We'll upgrade this. Can I even upgrade this higher? Oh, wait. I already have this legendary. I don't think I want to replace this then. Yeah, I think I'm just actually going to leave it. So does this do anything? No. Okay, so I can't get this anymore. So this should probably... I feel like... Well, to be fair, it was during the roll. So, actually, let's do this just in case there's something I'm missing here. One weapon equipped at a time. Cost increases. Spells. 3 unique spells. Start with when you're here. You can buy more passives later in the shop. Unlimited passive slots. Okay, nope. It's all stuff we'd learned. Projectile speed, crit chance, speed. I mean, I'll just take the +3 speed because it's something. Yeah, so there's, I think it, to me, it looks like the pool has way more equipment and spell items than it does passives. And so we're kind of getting to this, I mean, we've already been at the spot where, like, you know, like when you play Brotato, there's obviously going to be a lot of items that don't do anything, right? And that's kind of what you can consider. That's kind of what you consider these equipment items being, in that they're like relics that don't do anything, right? I guess the difference here, though, is that let's say, for example, it's been a little while since I actually played, but so I'm just going to use hypothetical items, right? So if you're playing Brotato and you're playing this exact build, a projectile build, and let's say you're rolling and you find a relic that gives you more area of, let's say it's area of effect instead of area damage, and it also gives you just flat damage. In this game's case, that would probably be a piece of equipment, right? Which would means that I would have to swap out another piece that probably has projectile damage and flat damage or percent damage. In that case, though, because there's no equipment, it would be on a relic or trinket. I forgot what they call them in Brotato. But you could still buy it and still use it for the projectile damage buff, or for the flat damage buff. Sorry, I'm getting confused because projectile damage is flat and damage is damage percent. But even though you're not taking advantage of the area damage, you're still taking advantage of the damage percent. Whereas in this case, there's a lot of items that are just literally dead. And so because of that, it kind of puts you in the situation where even in Brotato, when you have items that you could say like are bad for your build or quote unquote do nothing, there are still going to be situations where you could still take something because it might do something. If not, it might just be very cost ineffective. Whereas in this case, like, this chess piece is just literally dead. Now, that being said, obviously I could take this if I wanted to, but it would mean replacing this. So if I did take this, it would mean one of these two pieces is dead. That's kind of what I'm getting at. So it's kind of taking a little bit of fun out of the building aspect, which, again, you know, to me, the building aspect is the, well, obviously playing the game is the fun part, but out of the two, which do I prefer? I prefer the building aspect of Bullet Heavens. I think building is really fun. I like both, but if you had a gun to my head and I had to choose one, I like building and theory crafting. But would I want my chocolate and ice cream swirl ice cream without either chocolate and vanilla? No, I would not. Both are extremely important to my enjoyment of the product. Multi-shot, it's a spell. Can't use it. I actually can't. Literally everything here is actually, I just want to test this. Okay. So everything here is just literally dead. There's no upgrades, and I can't buy this. Again, all dead. We'll take the armor. This doesn't do anything. We'll upgrade, re-roll. We'll start taking passives, and all the passives here are really, like, they really just seem like they are, you know, just flat stats. They say they're legendary, but it really does feel like it's just like when we level up at the screen before this, and it's like, do you want health, armor, HP regen, or lifesteal? That's kind of like what these passives feel like. Okay, so we're starting to get something here. 1 plus 1%, so it's dealing what, almost 6 damage? See, like, and of course I can't buy it. We'll buy the upgrade though. Yeah, like, this is the stuff I want to see. The stuff that can change up your build. This is just extra stats. That being said, the question is going to be, how tough is this final boss? I'm a little worried because even these regular enemies are taking like half my health away when they charge at me. It's like very possible we just get one shot. Whenever you get hit, you gain a boost of 1% crit chance. I don't know that we're going to survive that, but to be fair, we can buy multiple. I think that magnet literally pulled in 0 coins. I mean, I probably had 0 coins on the map, but it's just funny that there's literally nothing for it to get. Oh, no. Okay, we're good. Oh, this is tough, man. I feel like I just go armor. Jeez, this reduces 58% damage and I'm still taking like half my health. Oh, there's crit damage? Yeah, I'll take that. We'll take the Crit Fanatic. Level this up. I don't care about the bonus XP. Actually, you know what? Screw it. It's only 70. Extra damage, but 20 lower. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take this. Archer, 1 bonus projectile. Done. No! Right, we'll lock her in. All right, so we got way more damage now because we have extra projectiles. Very nice, very nice. Is very nice. Good lord, dude. That one that keeps charging at me is doing massive damage. 58% reduced damage my butt. Dude. 600 health. I have 62% damage reduction, and I just got 2 tapped. That's a little insane. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. This is still bugging me. The fact that we are not on wave 20. We're on wave 19. We're also not dead. We're at 2 HP. So we must have maybe had a shot in midair that basically we died and then got the lifesteal on it. Huh. So, got a bunch of weapons here. What do we have for design types? More health, less damage, less armor. So the Noble Knight has less armor, huh? So you're going to tell me that this guy has more armor than this guy? That's just a flavor loss right there. What else do we have? The Strategist. Less health points, less damage. Whenever you get hit, you gain a boost of 3 health points permanently. Whenever you get hit, you gain a boost of half damage permanently. Okay, so that one's interesting. Less damage. Man, just everybody's less damage. Less damage, less armor, more dodge. Whenever you are moving, you gain 20% dodge, get half damage for each 1 speed you have. Got it. So, I mean, like, you are gaining damage, so I guess that's how they're trying to balance it, is just by giving everyone minus damage. I almost... Okay. Now, this comes from not knowing... Hang on, let me look at all this. So, one thing that I'm trying to think of here is if this would be a slightly better decision. Because having a bunch of classes that say minus damage kind of feels bad. So I wonder what would happen if just all the characters just innately had less damage. So, like, for example, let's just say every character starts with base 100 stats. So, like, 100 health, 100 attack, 100 defense, 100 speed, right? And so, in this case, this guy would have 110% damage, 110 armor, and 110 speed. I don't know if those numbers are realistic, but I'm just hypothetically, follow me here, right? Well, obviously it not, because this guy would be at 0 health, but let's just say it's minus 50, right? So he goes down to 50 health, he goes down to 70% damage, as opposed to, now, maybe, wait, where am I trying to go with this? Oh, right, okay. So you have like 110s here, right? And now, in this case, let's say it's minus 50 health points, just so that way this character doesn't die. You go down to 50 and you go down to 70. What if, rather than that, just everybody started at, let's say 70% damage, right? Let's just say hypothetically. Well, then this character wouldn't have a minus percent, and then this character could just have like a plus 40% damage. And the reason I say that is because the damage output would technically be the same. The difference here would be that the minus percent damage indicator is not there, which I think would give the player, even though the numbers are exactly the same, it might give the player a little bit more positive experience because they think that they're doing more damage, as opposed to, oh, my character is getting a damage penalty because there's a damage boosting passive, as opposed to, oh, I just get this sweet damage boost for every speed I have, and I don't have any damage penalty, right? It's kind of just like changing the perspective of the player. It's kind of like when stores, I think it's kind of like a myth, or not a myth, but it's like an old wives' tale. Maybe it's real, that like stores do the whole 99-cent thing because technically it makes the person feel better because they don't feel like they're paying as much as the flat dollar amount, right? You see something for $49.99 and you feel better than if you'd paid literally $50. It's just kind of a perspective thing. Again, doesn't impact gameplay, but it was one of those things where I looked at the 4 characters we unlocked, and all 3 of them had a damage mitigation, or a damage debuff to them, and it was just like, well, this kind of sucks. That was just kind of like my first impression there. Yeah, so I already kind of talked about the level up system. I think that it needs something else. It just doesn't feel like there's enough. It doesn't feel like there's enough to actually build. Because again, if you get the gear that you want, then you're just searching for duplicates at that point. And it didn't seem like there was a whole lot to do in terms of like building out the character with cool passives that make it interact a little bit differently. And again, we already talked about the comparison in that some of these items that show up are literally just dead, as opposed to other Brotato-likes that we've played in the past, or any bullet heaven for that matter that has like an item purchasing system, which tends to only be Brotato-likes, where technically you can buy anything in the shop. It's just a matter of, is it going to help you or not? And some things might help you very little, so it's probably not worth the gold, but technically you could buy it. But in this case, it's just there was that one round we did near the end where unless I wanted to replace a piece of gear, I just literally couldn't buy anything. So while I like the equipment system, because we're delving a little bit more into like an RPG theme, it was just not quite there for me. I also don't know about the difficulty. So it's entirely possible that this difficulty is specifically, like, it's specifically changing the difficulty of the rounds themselves. I was kind of under the impression, because of the way that this is worded, choose a boss, and then specifically indicating like it's talking about the boss itself. I was assuming that this was directly correlated to the boss. If it's not, or I should say it probably is, but if it's not, that should definitely be indicated how to change the difficulty of your run, because as of right now I don't see a way to do that. And I'm gonna be honest, like for like 90% of that run, again, there's like a caveat here where if this is changing the difficulty of the run, 90% of this run on 3-star difficulty did not feel that difficult. It was literally the very end where people were just like 50%ing my health, and I had taken a bunch of health buffs. Well, I guess to be fair, I would have to play more to understand what the health pool should look like, because I guess technically we were getting a lot of health just from leveling up. I felt like I took at least some health upgrades. I would have to, you know, do multiple runs to see like where on average you end up, but I felt like I was at a decent amount of health. But even with 60% damage mitigation, like I still got 2-tapped. Like, so if that was gone, I mean, I would still get 2-tapped from that, but the first hit would do like, you know, 80% damage or something like that. That's a lot of damage. Other than that, like the gameplay itself, you know, it's nothing revolutionary. It's a very common play pattern. There are additional power-ups, which you know, is slightly different from what we normally see in Brotato likes. Typically that's kind of left to the vampire survivor style bullet heavens. So those are kind of nice to see here. And nice to see a bunch of different characters. Obviously, a lot of these are locked behind not being available in the demo. But yeah, there's a good selection here of characters and weapons. And let's go back to the main menu. Yeah, so that is Slime Attack Survivor. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. And of course, if you enjoy the content, would you kindly smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more roguelite action. Guys, I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.